Welcome back to the show. It's like nothing ever happened. Next up here on this very special edition of Your Music Live is Augur's Audio Cult, and they say the following. This is a holiday tune about two of our cult members who met at a singles ball this summer. They hit it off very well, but as the weather got cooler, so has the woman's heart. They were supposed to meet up at the movie theatre to make up, and the man was going to give her a promise ring, but she never came or answered the man's calls or texts, leaving him waiting in the snow outside the theatre. On the cold, snowy winter night, as he walked back to the compound, he runs into the inn-gatherer and tells the man he has seen his partner kissing another man who is not a member, which is forbidden. This drives the man with anger to do the unthinkable, which amuses the inn-gatherer because there is a sacrifice scheduled before Christmas, and it's the woman. Thank you, Pete. Happy holidays. I love Augur's Audio Cult and everything about what they do. Let's give this one a spin. This is called You Left Me Waiting in the Snow. I love it. So cool, so mellow, so just awesome. Yeah, really got that kind of cold feeling about it, doesn't it? I like it. Augur's Audio Cult, and You Left Me Waiting in the Snow. That would be a very different version of the song, wouldn't it? You left me waiting in the snow. Do you want to build a snow? Olaf! The callback to previously, I finally remembered the name of the snowman. Do you want to build a snowman? All right, next up we got Professor Boomer, another work in progress. Sorry for using your channel as a testing ground. Hard to tell if something is good or not. Feedback welcomed. Out of My Own Way is about being a songwriter and a perfectionist. Is a really hard combination. It's better to just let your creativity fly. I agree. Let's give this one a spin. Professor Boomer in My Own Way.
So much worry, I don't wanna start. When I do, I just tear it apart. Every single time it gets harder again. What's the point to ever begin? It won't match up to what's in my mind. I'm outside the lines, nothing that rhymes. Thinking too much of how it can go wrong. Can't find my voice to sing my own song. I can't help but wonder, is this all just a game in my head? Nothing can stop me if I stop all this noise in my head. I can finally tell you all the things that I want to convey. I just need to find out how to get out of my way. Thinking back, why was I so scared? Wasted so much time being over-prepared. I shouldn't sweat every single mistake. I'm the only one who can give me a break.
What a great line. I'm the only one who can give me a break. I know. We should all go a little easier on ourselves, shouldn't we? Yeah, you gotta, what do I say at the end of every show? Be kind to yourself, be kind to others, keep creating. I think that's a message that song also delivers there. Cool stuff from Professor Boomer. Let's keep the party rolling here with our next track from Red Head Detention. They say, I have risen from the grave. Anywho, this is some retro-style video game music I made on GarageBand. No Apple loops, no automated drummers, just pure MIDI. And Cube LLC is just a mock company a friend and I made up, by the way. Oh, okay. Yeah, because I was wondering about the name here, Cube LLC. I like it, though. Reminds me of cubes. Let's give it a spin. This is Root Establishment, Red Head Detention. That is outstanding. That takes me back. That takes me back to the 8-bit days of enjoying tunes like that. You can picture the big pixelated chunky graphics of like a little character jumping around doing their thing. Very cool stuff there from Red Head Detention. Say that 10 times fast. Red Head Detention. Red Head Detention. Red Head Detention. Hey, just because we've had a bit of a weird 2-part show, that doesn't mean that we can't do the things that make us happy, including a little something like this. Whom? Outstanding work, Tremor Bear. It is indeed time for the anti-penultimate song. It just means third to last. We just like big, long, fancy words around here, don't we? And this is one of our wonderful creators, one of our wonderful moderators, someone who's been around this channel for a very long time. They go by the name of Mark Bro, and they say a song about the will to achieve your goals, whatever they may be, part of the Music for Life USA charity album. This is Mark Bro. This is Victorious.
yourself solid as a rock, 'cause you got the power. You're standing tall.
Mark Bro, very cool stuff indeed. Ah, yeah, there it was, our anti-penultimate song, Auntie Penny. Alrighty, good stuff there from Mark Bro. And yeah, the whole USA Charity for Life album came together really nicely. What, 45 tracks in the end? And yeah, if go over to Jade Star's channel, you'll be able to see the full presentation of that with her and Russ, which was very cool. Up next is our penultimate tune, and it comes to us again from Gianpaolo Gallian. Hello there. Here we are with the third installment of our new album, Music for Sync, Volume 1. This time it's a track titled Hero, and our hero is indeed a guitar one. Ladies and gentlemen, make room for the guitar awesomeness. The coda on the end of the piece, Cristiano Gallian is shredding it in some Frank Gambale style. Welcome to the place where music has no end. Enjoy. Well, you know what? Hearing about that, I'm going to start this one around about the halfway mark so that we get to hear a little of that that shredding at the end. Otherwise, what's the point, really? Come on. All right, let's play this one. Gianpaolo Gallian, Your Music Live. I think I made the right decision there. Oh, yeah. Definitely made the right decision starting a little later into that piece of music, because that is some awesome stuff there from Gianpaolo Gallian. What a great Gianpaolo on the drums, but then yeah, he's got some talent in that family with Cristiano shredding up that guitar at the end there. Very, very cool indeed. Hey, huge thank you for being here on this show. It's been a strange show. There's been some things and some stuff that went down, but you know what? This is what life throws at you sometimes. It throws you curveballs and you just go, right, what's the best way to tackle this one? And it was funny because like the show was going so well and it was such a wonderful collection of music and musicians and songs that made you cry, songs that made you laugh, songs that made you think. So they have to come back out to the world. So please share this show with as many people as you can now that there's this complete version. I'll make sure that all the timestamps and everything are updated so that folks can find their songs because, yeah, there was so much great music on the show, and we really appreciate you. I'm me, the one-man band around here. That's why I've got some work to do over the next couple of days to see what we can fix up around here. Alrighty, our featured artist this week goes by the name of Tilt 360, and they say this song was our number one banger when the album Day 11 was released in 2008. Point Blank is a song about me boxing in the ring, but my buddy and former stablemate from Southside Boxing Club, Kelly the Ghost Pavlik, was rising to stardom during this time and ended up becoming the middleweight champion of the world in an instant ESPN Classic fight on September 29th, 2007. So he loved our music and wanted to do a cross-market thing with him, and he was down. So we are a feature on his Knockout Nights reel on YouTube, and we started getting plays on radio and offers on showcases in Cleveland for record labels. I'm going to post a link to the KO reel here because it's a must-see. I'm giving you the sneak preview of the re-released mastered version of Point Blank that drops on November 28th. Thanks, Pete. You rock, buddy. I'm putting this YouTube link to the mastered version. There we go. So it's now been released, so I've actually got the full version here, and we're going to play it for you. I thought it was so cool. It had to be our featured artist and our featured song of the week. This is Tilt 360 with Point Blank. Folks, before we finish up here, massive thank you to all of the artists who submitted their songs on the show. You all rock, you all rule. Thank you to the folks who are here on the live stream version. And for those of you that have returned to watch the end of the show, you rule just as much. And a huge thank you to these fine folks at DistroKid. Yeah, you're an independent artist, you're a creator, you want to get your music out there to the world, don't you? Well, you got to check out DistroKid. They are the best. Alrighty, without further ado, let's finish off this show with Tilt 360 and Point Blank. Another YML's in the can. Remember, folks, be kind to yourselves, be kind to others, keep creating.